I'd like to call the Hartsville Tri-State Water Sewer Utility Board meeting to open, and if we could open our meeting and Mayor McCollum, you would lead us with the invocation, please.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this day and for the opportunities it has afforded. Thank you for the opportunity to serve. Bless us with good sound minds to make good decisions for the people that we serve. Thank you for the freedom that we enjoy to be as we are and to conduct business. Bless each one here, the people they love, the people that love them. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Stand. Clerk, you will lead us in pledge of allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, justice for all.
Thank you. Maybe seated. Do need to note on record that we are having some electronic issues, and our recording has been going in and out for our test runs prior to the meeting. So we apologize for any inconvenience to anyone. Next order of business on our agenda is roll call with determination of a quorum, please.
Heather Bay,
Present.
Mark White is absent, Sissy Parker Harper,
Park here.
Jack McCall,
Here.
Monty Taylor is absent, Dan Theo.
And
We do have a good.
Thank you. Next order of business is do we have any amendments that need to have been made to the original agenda or needed?
They were made changes to the budget, just some additional information in the draft budget for us to look at. That's the only thing that changed, and they're included in your packet.
That's been printed in front of us. So the only thing that is altered from the packet received in the mail is going to be the financial reports. Thank you. Move to approve the agenda and a second, first and second. First by Ms. Harper, second by, was that Mayor McCall? Have a first and second on the floor. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business we have is the approval for the board meeting minutes for last month's meeting, March 2025.
moving to approve.
I have a first for approval of the minutes as written
Second.
and a second. First by McCall, second by Harper. Any comments? All in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business will be the approval of the March 2025 financial reports. I will ask you to present what you.
The draft budget, if you want to change that in the. Just the draft budget.
We have to say we need to approve the financials. And we're on the budget as a separate.
The draft budget is under the general manager.
Okay, all right, so how about we come back to that as written in the agenda? I apologize. I jumped on that. So if the financial for March 2025 has not altered, which is not from what you forwarded to us, what is the decision of this body?
Need to approve.
Have a first on the floor by Ms. Harper. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mayor McCall. Thank you. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next order of business is going to be the engineering report by Mr. Evan White from Mid-10 Engineering.
All right. We just took a bid today. It took me several months to actually do a bid on this. We had to put a bid out twice to put the date off. We had one bidder pick up today, and modern day braking, and it comes to $34,800 to take down multiple Morrison Street. That is actually a pretty decent number. I will need some motion from y'all if y'all would accept that bid tonight. I will check on all their information, but I don't think they're required to have the insurance. On this one, we did do any kind of higher performance bond or anything, what it is, so. um, I'll move on and I'll do that later. The chief seller, the water treatment plant, I've approved the shop drawings, W&O Construction has it back. They're in the process of getting those ordered, so there's a lead time, I'm not sure how many days it's gonna be, but we're still expecting to be summer when those come in to be put in. Browning and Branch, there's a pump station down there, we're designing on. For the Crenshaw area. I'm in the process of that, is also Starlight, we're designing that one for the ARP to be turned in. It'll be due in May, so we're getting that one, we're about 75% done on it. And then the water tank painting project should be starting, the 1st of May, is what the contractor was telling us, so the 3 tanks, the 2 at the water plant, and, Snake in it, Snake Hollow. Now, if they have questions or comments, that's, we got to get going, it's active right now.
Have you gone through the bid that was received today?
Yes, and I looked them up before they did it, so they do have their contractors, well, I think they are. They have a limit of 76,000, 477 on their actual license, so they're below that. So everything I have is illegal. The only thing we do is once y'all award it, we'll make sure that they send their certificate of insurance to make sure that it fits what we, had in the bid documents for them to have as limits. So,
Were they required to turn in the entire bid?
yes.
Did they they turned it all in?
Everything's good.
Their math added up?
Yes. Well, they had this one wrong place, so I do have to clarify with them. It's kind of the only way it could be.
Okay. Well,
They had 3, yes, they had 3 spots after this one, so 2.
and what is the turnaround date for that project to start?
I don't have it set, so they got 60 days to sign the contract. So,
More.
and what they're doing is they're taking the metal, they get the metal, you're paying them to tear the metal down, they're filling in the holes in the slab of gravel and leaving the concrete there. That's not so they couldn't tear the concrete out for an additional fee, but that's just say you don't money.
Anyone have any questions?
You think, get out that bid and, I mean, you think-
We can try, it took me. It's February, wasn't it? When we put it, I think we put it in the paper in February and I only got one bidder to finally pick up, so.
What was the number? What was the?
34,800 is modern day wrecking, they're out of Nashville, Tennessee.
So it's 34, not 37.
Yeah, 34,800.
I'm 3,400.
No. I mean, I'll do.
Good try.
I know, but I know that 348,000, because they'll be over there, but they're even allowed us to be it.
Motion to approve.
Seven.
Based on the,
How do you want to get them?
I would say based on their approval of the decimal place,
Because we don't want to give you 3,000.
No.
we can make those
Well,
motions.
it's not a contract.
Motions include, as long as the bidder accepts that those decimals be,
It's $34,800.
so, yep, so if the bid's $34,800. The motion's for $34,800 on the floor with a first and a second, first by McCall, second by Harper, I think that was right, and then if they will confirm that the decimal was in the wrong place, and any other questions? I know that's a long motion, but all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You get to get busy, stay busy. Next order of business is our general manager report.
I have our water loss report. It did go up about 7% for the month of March over February. We did put a meter in at the water plant to track the usage. Unfortunately, that meter has quit and we have not been able to fix it yet. We have to install a valve. So that contributed to our increase in our water loss for this month. Anybody have any questions over the house?
Hear any questions? We'll move on to the next order of business, which is the 2025-26 draft budget.
So on the budget, on the draft budget, I did an increase of 2.5% growth. And from your first page. Yeah.
That was on top of that. Okay. So I have page 2, I just don't have page 1, sorry.
You can have that one. Okay.
I'll put it in the center, that way. we can-
Probably, I don't know how you want to go about this.
So this is the budget that has to be presented before the county. And per our charter, there, we're to go to them for their approval. There's a lot of numbers that have been checked. And gone through even today, we've talked about quite a few things today. Tony, Emily, and I have. You'll note on this budget, there is a column on page 2, and it shows 2.5, 5%, 7.5, and 10%. And then also is that 1% as well. What you're looking at is your operating expenditures for your payroll. And the 2.5, 5, 7, and 10 is, I'm sorry. And you mentioned your first page too.
I got it in hard, I just didn't grab that and get
So
out.
that's page 1. And then I have.
Okay, I'm lying to you, I'm looking at those things.
Okay, and then, and watch it. And page 2, I believe, is what starts the payroll. And that's one item that we have open-ended. Every year, it's a tug of war because our board meeting typically happens before the county meets to know what their pay increase is gonna be for their employees. Every year, we hear what one department's gonna do, what another department's gonna do, and I'm gonna, so Emily did her due diligence and reached out to the multiple departments, and I'm gonna let you take this, let them know who you all confirmed with and what they were presenting to the county for their budgets.
Yeah, I did confirm with Amy that the county is going with 5, and then I think the sheriff's department went with 10. So what I did with that was I did 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10, to get an approval tonight, so we would go with whatever the county goes with. We have to present this to the finance committee next month, I think that's before our next meeting, so.
So prior to our next meeting, we need this budget approved so we can present it on the 12th, and that'll be a presentation that Mr. Tony and I will present, unless any of you would like to make that presentation, you're more than welcome. Mayor McCall, have you heard any other tones on payroll? Do you have any insight? Hate to put you on the spot, Mr. Lonnie's not here, so.
Nothing except that the, sheriff's department asking 10%, and, I think he's probably asking that amount because he can always back up, it's gonna go forward, so. It's gonna be a tough road. I think we're gonna put in 2.5 and 5%, see what the court does. I think it'll be a struggle. if it's like it was last year, it'll be like pulling teeth to get 2.5. Maybe since we're having, I might get 3, but I don't see 10, 7.5. I know we told today that Mayor Hendersonville has asked for a chunk of money because if they're losing officers to Davidson County, and then we're losing officers from Ray for Able, he probably say he's lost 5 or 6 officers recently, so the first responder market, third market, is we send people to police training, and then they come back and stay for a little bit there and those things. And that's the challenge. I can understand where the sheriff's coming from, but I also know they're going to fund someone without saying how.
We've done it, we've done a couple things. We've not left it open-ended, and we walked in the door, and this was when Tommy worked for the department. And it was not appreciated when we came in and were gonna offer this department a raise higher than the county employees. And it has been requested multiple times by multiple individuals that have served in the seats for the county that, you know, we not defer from them, but yet our meeting is before theirs. And so I explained it to them that year that that's how that was, that we had to guess something. And I'm not really comfortable leaving it completely open-ended. I like, in years past, we've even said that we would match what the county would do, I think is what we did one time after we had decided that we were gonna give everyone a compensation that, and it's been a little over 5 years ago that the MTAS study for the pay study scale was created for the county. And this department was proactive and went ahead. And that was one of the other things. This was in the timeline when this department was proactive and did an MTAS study and had it approved way before the county did. And we've done our best to try to follow that so that we could give this department employees as much as we could. And I would love for us to see what we can give them because they deserve it. Because like you're saying, sir, you know, I've often heard the words, Mayor, that there's individuals that are being poached out there because this department does a lot of extensive training as well. And we can be in jeopardy of losing them. And so I wouldn't want to do any less than what the county is doing. This would be, you know, for sure. So I don't know how. But I shouldn't have said that, I should, but that's, you asked, so, that's my opinion is at least, you know, is at least for this budget to be turned into, and we match the county is safe for, I believe for the county commissioners. I think it's when we come in and we're asking a whole lot more that, but this is their annual pay increase with the options of 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. So we'll all know what the budget would be altered to in the event that the county does go in and is able to lock something in. I believe we're all very blessed with a lot of great people that work for this county and choose to stay home in this county. And I would love for them to receive as much compensation as they possibly can.
So move to match the county in the salary part of the budget. That's what we need to do first. Do we have a choice? That's why I asked you.
I'm not really sure if we do.
Okay.
We're told, I think we're
That's-
told we do, but
But you don't,
yes.
even though you're an enterprise fund for yourself.
Our charter and bylaw state that we do, but they have to approve it, and so they would like for us to make sure that we're not overcompensating in comparison to what they're compensating, or for an annual pay increase. I think I said that.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, how do you feel about?
I hope all of our all of our county commissioners are fighting for every one of these people who work for this county.
We have commissions who will not want to do any kind of increases yet.
With the cost of living,
You know, and it's all about recruiting and retention. And if you're gonna keep people, and I think the taxpayers understand within a reasonable range that everything's going up, everything costs you. I try to think in terms of a balance between what we're spending and the revenue that we're taking in, be reasonable. I would be for matching whatever the county does. We have a motion. Would you like to go ahead?
thank you. We have a first, Ms. Harper, and a second from Mayor McCall on the budget payroll being, and is that the payroll or that's the entire budget? The budget,
Payroll, the budget, yeah. The budget doesn't necessarily follow, I mean, if it's 30, the budget's not paying, whatever. I'm still struggling with the American Trump, unified funds budget. Okay, there's my. I'm sure we don't have a choice.
we have to vote on something before they vote,
Correct.
so it's a hard seat to be in.
But I mean, you can't give them more. I mean, I mean, we're not saying you're wanting to give them less, it would be considered more.
Correct, I believe so as well.
Yeah.
So if we have a first and a second on the floor, if we all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
For my clarification, that's been in our budget.
So that will make the entire budget fall down.
This, and you got everything, I got.
Yeah, it's got the four different figures of what it would be
Yes.
based on which of the payroll.
If it's 3%, then it's not.
Right, yes, yes.
Correct.
Because everything else is a 2.5% increase. Correct. Gotcha. Brain's working slow.
Mine is too.
Yes.
All right. Anything else in your general manager's report, sir?
Yeah, I want to let y'all know that about 2 or 3 weekends ago, we had a storm and we think lightning might hit the water line and it rusted, so we lost a lot of water. So the water loss might go up a little next month. And we had 140 sheets foot of pipe busted last cut about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I want to use that excuse this week too.
Yeah, and there were several guys that were out 20 in 22 hours that night on a Sunday,
Wow.
fixing that.
I was just thinking about the pool, not the water.
And we've been tying in another way to get water to Ward Hill, from the water plant, to get more flow to get over to the water tank. We kind of had down at the water plant, we've been working on it. And I just got to give you all the update, so.
Thank you. And let the record state that there's no, we're the only public in the room. So. And any board member comments?
Move to adjourn.
We're adjourned. If I can get a second, McCall, all in favor, say aye. Have a great evening. Thank you so much.